Hello, Arfan. Great to have you on. Really appreciate you taking time out of your day to join me here for this interview. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you. Good, thank you. Out here in rainy England.
Can relate. Okay, so the reason I invited you on is because I saw a win in the Amazon FBA channel
Yep,
that you've launched a private label, if that was
correct.
correct, that is generating you over $10,000 per month. So I would like to go into that a bit later.
Yeah.
But for now, I'd like to start with what was your background before you joined the real world? What were you doing?
So we're a middle class family. I'm a chemical engineer. So I did my degree, did my masters, just like everybody else. Got a 9 to 5 job, doing quite well in it. Um, Married, got 2 kids. So yeah, that's my background. Saw FBA years ago before it even became a thing. So I had always had interest in it, dwelled in it before I joined the real world. And that's, yeah, really, I mean, I'm from Luton, England.
Interesting. So, same place as where the Tates grew up. Did that have any kind of influence over you?
Yeah, it's funny when Andrew and Tristan started blowing up on social media. I personally didn't know them, but the guys around me, they did. I had one of my good friends that I see pretty much every day. He's got a clothes shop called Basement, and Tristan used to always be there. He's showing me like Facebook messages with Tristan. Tristan used to always get the freshest clothes. And like they're a couple of years older than me. I'm 33, so they're a couple of years older than me. So the boys know them really, really well. And from what I've heard, that they're good, down to earth people. You're just very switched on characters.
That's really cool. Didn't expect that. What made you decide to join it?
To be honest, I've always been someone who's very open-minded. If there's some resource, I'd like to go check it out. I don't like to hear other people's per se. I'll use my own mind. $49 a month is nothing really. So I thought, let me go in there. I'll basically scope it all out, and if it's good, it's good. If not, I'll just leave. That was it, really.
You've joined, let's say, first time you join, see all the campuses in front of you. Did you choose to go into Amazon FBA as the first campus? Did you go for other
So
campuses?
Amazon FBA, I already knew. So I was like, you know what? I know that, and put that aside. Let me go see the other campuses. So I went through all the other campuses, and I thought, and then when I say I scoped out. So copywriting, and I thought, not my thing, right? I was interested in stocks and crypto, especially crypto, because it blew up last year and the year before. So I went through that, and then I would confidently say that because of the real world, I would say I've got more knowledge on crypto than I'd say 80% of its users. Just because like it's so simple, but everyone just like hopes and believes in it. Same when it comes to stocks. Like I'm sure you've seen on Instagram or TikTok, you follow these traders, or they're giving you like all these different trends to follow. It's all a load of crap, really. Like you're in there, it's concise information. What else have they got? They got marketing, or you said e-commerce. E-commerce is fantastic, to be honest. Like really, really good. Freelancing, really. That I was really interested in one. And then I went into Amazon FBA. That was for me to be able to sort of fact check it, because I've got, like I said, a wealth of experience. So when I went in there and I saw what the chat was saying, I had a few exchanges with a mentor as well there, or the professor. And I was like, yeah, he knows what he's talking about. Like, this is good.
When you say you went to the Amazon FBA campus to fact check your previous knowledge, did you learn anything new? Were there any new insights?
Yeah, for example, like, okay, how are we finding a product now? Okay, what kind of rank do we need? How do you go about launching a product? Talking about the advertisement as well. Like I always knew about these things. And like I mentioned, I had experience before. So for example, I was doing FBA back in 2016. So I already had a product. I'd already launched it. I would say I wasn't really successful, to be honest. And so one of the first things I did was I went to the professor and I said, Professor, this is what I'm doing. What do you think? He basically said in the lines of, because they won't tell you what to do. Mind you, the real world is just a whole lot of resource. So they'll advise you. And his advice was scrap it, start again. And to be honest, the best thing, to be honest, because I made more money in my first month than I pretty much ever made, to be honest.
Is that in your first month that you got to 10,000 over
Yeah,
$10,000 in revenue?
Yeah. I'd never done $10,000 before.
Very nice. So it will be interesting to see how that scales in future.
Yeah, I hope that's really well.